Greetings, dear Aries. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to take a peek at you and your love interest, right? So this is someone that you already have an energetic bond to, and we're just going to check out what is happening with you between this September and October time period, all right? I haven't done a love reading for anybody in such a long time, so this is the first production of love readings that I'm putting out really this year in quite a few months. So let's go ahead and check out what's happening with you and your person. We are going to be using two different decks. So for yourself, we are going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. And for your person, we're going to be using the Gilded Tarot Royale to pull the messages for you. And this is going to be a 4-card spread. To take a look at your energy, your person's energy, the dynamic, and some advice for you. And then we're going to close the reading out with a couple of cards. Maybe let's see whatever comes out with the Romance Angels Oracle. All right, that will be our advice section, additional advice section of this reading. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. If you see me just looking at my chest every now and then, I'm really just checking to see if the microphone is still going, but I think I can kind of see the green light here. So I think we're all good to go. But let's go ahead and get into it. So around this period of time, I am filming this on September 24th. So we are in Libra season. Welcome to the fall equinox. Harvest season is upon us. Okay, so if you are living in the Northern Hemisphere, particularly the United States, we have officially entered into the fall equinox. And it is harvest season right now. So let's just see what we can pull for you and your person. But first, let's check out at the time that you are seeing this message, Aries. Let's see where you are energetically in this relationship. Show me Aries energy in this partnership for this time. All right, first of all, like you're winning. And guess what? You're winning arguments because you got the 5 of Wands here. I feel like there's been a battle on this. Perhaps. Let me see though. Let's get one more card before I start talking my shit. Hold on. All right, King of Pentacles. All right, this is what I see, Aries. I see you as King of Pentacles. You are the person that brings the stability and the resources and the money to this partnership right now. And you might acknowledge that, and it's not like thing that you throw in this person's face, but I do feel that like it does trump a lot of arguments that you have with your partner. So when your partner is in a space where you guys are disagreeing with things, you're able to be like, well, guess who has more stability? Guess who has more plans for their life? Okay. And it doesn't always have to be the partner who has the most money, but sometimes money doesn't equal stability. Like if you have a partner and they could even have more resources than you, like more resources that are coming in than you do, but perhaps you're a better manager of your resources. Okay. Perhaps you just have more in savings, or there's just something extra that you have. Okay. But I'm seeing that like your relationship with money, your relationship with your career is quite satisfactory. Okay. You're content where you are at this time. And I do feel that you have a very like concise idea about where you're kind of going in the future. And so there could be a little bit of like competition. And now if this competition is not like, maybe perhaps you have, this could be things, I know you Aries, I know you very well. You could have other people entering to the energy, or this could be you entertaining other people. Now, if it's not that, and this is related solely to the partner that you have, it's very possible that you're in a position where if you guys are beefing, you're trumping them, and you're trumping them with the 6 of Wands, because 6 of Wands means this is the victory. This is you being able to, in a sense, being recognized for what you do. Is like, haha, I am right. Okay. That's how I'm kind of seeing you in this partnership. And so just keep in mind, it's not always going to be the same for every Aries who is in this. Like in everyone's situation, if you're in a relationship, it's going to vary to some degree. But I am seeing you being quite content at resource level. Your tangible world is fine with or without this person in your life. And so it could also be used as a trump card. Let's say if you are the passive energy and you have a person who is taking care of you, and then they throw that in your face and they say like, but I do this and this and this and this for you. Hey, guess what, Aries? You can say like, look, I got this on my own. I really don't need you. I want to be in this because I want to. So no matter how many gifts or tricks that you throw my way, it's not going to matter. Like, I come up on top either way. Right. So it could also be that. So if you're not the breadwinner, you could be like, okay, like this reading doesn't really relate because I'm not giving any money in this relationship. I'm certainly not the breadwinner, but you could also just be okay. And maybe that is a tactic or strategy that your partner uses to be like, hey, Aries, like I'm providing, I'm giving all of this to you. But Aries, you're just like, nah, but I'm good without it. Like, you don't have to throw this in my face all the time. That's how I see your energy at this particular moment. All right. Now let's shift to your partner. Let's see what we can get for Aries' partner. Show me Aries partner. Show me Aries partner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Your partner got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. I don't know. I feel like the Aries I'm reading for is like very masculine. It's either a man or it's a very like masculine presenting woman, or just a woman who's very comfortable in her masculine energy as well. Okay. Well, and you got the four. Your person also got the Four of Pentacles. Now, I don't want to bring up money. It's not that I didn't want to. I did. I brought up money, and money is showing up again here twice. Your person is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. Now, your person could be a very domestic, pragmatic person who understands how to handle a household, who has that perfect sense of balance when it comes to giving to your outside and your inside life, right? When I think about the Queen of Pentacles, this is a feminine energy of someone who is able to really maintain a home in a very satisfactory way, okay? And with this Ace of Cups, I feel like, I don't know, like the Ace of Cups in a literal perspective, like a literal meaning in the tarot could talk about a new relationship, a new baby, a new proposal coming along, okay? Maybe an upgrading of a partnership in some way. And this could really mean like maybe there's something about like you and your person cohabitating in some way. Like you guys are finally taking the plunge to like start living together, right? Because that Queen of Pentacles also talks about the home, but it's showing up in your person's energy. So I don't know if this is a thing where perhaps you have been attracted to your, like maybe it just makes sense for your person, for you to move into your person's space. So if you guys have not been cohabitating, and then now it's been like kind of a new proposal that's come up and now you're living together, I see your person being like, oh, this is really saving me a lot of money, because this Four of Pentacles is about being frugal. It's about looking at your budget. It's being very practical. It's about like not overspending. Is adhering to a very strict budget. So there is something here about if you've moved into your person's place, like you, Aries, are showing up as that King of Pentacles who has really been able to add like as an additive to your person's like financial life, right? It's like you're relieving them of some things. And due to that, they are really able to kind of hold back a little bit, to be a little bit more frugal, to be a little bit more budget friendly, to be a little more mindful and thoughtful about the way that they spend, because now they have a little bit more freedom to do that. Okay. So, energies here that I'm getting could be an earth sign, could be a water sign as well that you are connecting with. All right. So these are the current energies between you and your person. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dynamic of the partnership. So when we talk about a dynamic, this is like not the current energy. The dynamic entails what is the relationship like, right? How do you show up in the relationship and how does your person? So we're going to take a couple of cards from you and a couple of cards from your person. Show me Aries and this connection. So this is not just now, but this is in general. Show me Aries in this connection. And you too got the Queen of Pentacles. Y'all This could be a same-sex couple also. This is very, I could be reading for definitely a same-sex couple here. Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me recenter myself for a minute. Recenter. Just had an energy drink, so I'm slightly more hype. Let's get one more card for Aries, please. All right. And the Four of Pentacles. This is why I love to keep two different decks in a relationship, because it's so often that partners will mirror themselves, and you guys have mirrored yourselves with two different cards. Now, in the relationship, you got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Your person's current energy, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Can't make this shit up. So the way that you've shown up, maybe there's been a reversal switch. Maybe the way your person is showing up has been by example of how you showed up. And so I feel that there's something here with the way that you show up is like you've been a safe space for your person, right? With this Queen of Pentacles. And maybe the topic of finances has been a recurring theme here, because I'm seeing finances all over this reading between the both of you. And so maybe you talked a lot about, oh my God, like money's just not right. And maybe your person had like an idea. They're like, well, what if we just like combined our resources together in some way? Whether that's living together, maybe that's getting a joint bank account together, maybe that's being more mindful of like how we're both like keeping ourselves responsible or accountable for how we spend money. You're showing up as that as well. Like you're definitely showing up as someone who is very practical and very like spendthrifty, right? Like you're thinking about your money. But there is something here about like this relationship where you could like ebb and flow in the relationship. The Five of Cups is being disappointed, it's grief, it's depression. And it's like most extreme form, it's grieving the loss of something, right? And if you look at the card, like you can see a bit of that energy, right? It's very solemn and um and like fives are always about instability, and cups are your emotions. So this is like an instability of your emotions. So it's like sometimes like you come into the relationship, and I don't know you, Aries, but they could be like an up or down thing. And sometimes you could really like struggle with your emotions in some way, especially struggle to stay positive. And it could be just how you're appearing in the relationship with your person. And that's been like a little bit of a battle for you, is to beat a bit of that depression, right? If you've been in a depressive state in some way. Let's see how your person shows up. Show me Aries partner. Okay, they've got the Seven of Wands. It's very defensive. Very defensive. They've got the Death card. They've for sure undergone a transformation in this partnership with you. And they got the Nine of Cups, right? This to me tells me that your partner is very independently happy. They really don't need you to be happy. Like they're really okay on their own. I do feel like a major chapter in their life has ended, and there's something new about their life now in regards to this relationship, right? It's like a part of them had to die in order for them to start this relationship. So the person that you're with is not the person that they were before they were with you. There's something has been so life transforming about this connection for them. And it might have been a little like, oh, hold on, what is going on? Because I do feel like they're a little bit defensive. They're standing their ground, right? They stand their ground a lot with you. And maybe there could be something here about I'm getting, even from the both of you, your dynamics seem to be very like not just defensive, but also, what's the word, vulnerable. You're coming in some vulnerability with the two cards. You're coming in with that Five of Cups and this Four of Pentacles, right? One is like, you see both of these cards, like the characters in the cards are not directly looking at anything. They're looking away. They have some reservations in some way. They're not, there's just some things that they're just not really comfortable with, okay? And your person is showing up exactly like that as well. So I feel like both of you started this relationship, and the way the dynamic is with the two of you, it's very vulnerable. It's very like, your person might show it in being like hyper defensive. You might show it by being like also in some ways defensive and not really showing like all of yourself, like you're hiding parts of yourself. And maybe the part of yourself that you're hiding that your person might not know about, they might not know about how recently depressed you actually have been, or maybe like struggles with you feeling optimistic, like you're really feeling sometimes very pessimistic just about life and like how things are going. And your person might not really know that, because I'm seeing there's like a reluctance for you to kind of share that vulnerability and these sensitive things with your partner. And in the same time, they are holding up these really strict boundaries and not really letting you know that, like, hey, Aries, this relationship has really transformed me in some way. They're not telling you that. I think that both of you are not really like, the way the dynamic looks is, it's, it maybe like looks good, it feels good on a certain level, on the outside level, but on an inside level, there's so many things that have yet to be revealed in this partnership between the two of you. So, what advice can we give for you, Aries, in this connection? All right, let's give some advice for Aries. After all, this is your reading. I advise you to know your partner's Sun or Venus sign and take a look at that. So you've got the Two of Pentacles, that's keeping everything afloat. I mean, there's just money here. Like, I'm thinking there's definitely something about your tangible life here that's so important to this reading. Okay, you've got the Three. Oh, the Three of Swords. Aries, you cheating on your person? What is you doing, Aries? And the Temperance. Chill. You need to calm down, Aries. And I know you get tired of people telling you this, but you need to calm down. Because the advice for you is, I feel like you're creating your own broken heart in some ways, okay? Because there could be a tendency for you to go hot and cold, for you to be in and out of the partnership, which is why you hold back so much, which is why you have these feelings of melancholy at times that you don't necessarily share with your person. And I feel like there's this battle to really like want to be independent. But this is asking you, the advice is for you to have this Two of Pentacles, which is ensuring that you keep your life at balance. Okay, life is all about balance. And actually, you got two balancing and harmonizing cards with the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance. Two of Pentacles is all about making sure that your duties, your responsibilities, your relationships, your work commitments, your social commitments are all in balance, and that you're not like neglecting things. And the Temperance wants to remind you that you cannot, like, it's another reminder of balance, because the Temperance, like thinking about tempering things, right? Temperance is like you not allowing things to get out of hand, right? And making sure that, like, hey, if you wash your left hand, you got to wash that right hand too, that you keeping things in balance. So there's a big balancing thing here. I feel like there could be some issues with that, particularly like pouring too much on the negative side and not on the positive, or vice versa, right? And I think it's on the negative side, honestly, because I see quite a few negative indicators here. And then you've got this Three of Swords. Now, Aries, I don't know And I'm going to bring this back, and this is odd that I'm going right back to this, but your initial energy had this 5 of Wands. And I did say, I don't know if you have other people in this partnership who are vying for your attention too. Because this 3 of Cups is showing up, and 3 of Cups talks about third-party relationships. Now, are you involving your partner in third-party relationships, or is it possible that you are including people in third-party relationships and they're showing up in your energy as well, trying to fight for you? I don't know. I don't know, Aries. I don't know. Let's get some advice from the romance oracles. If this is resonating with you, like, you need to get it together, Aries. Like, you do. You need to get it together, because your advice is really just like to calm down and make sure that you have things in balance and in order, because the way you are right now with your person is not harmonizing. Okay, it's unnecessarily aggressive and rough for no reason. And so what you have right here is one of 2 options. You can stay or you can go, because your first option right here is true love. And these came out at the same time. This is the romance of a lifetime. And I feel like you're fighting with yourself by understanding, because I think there's something in you that knows that there's something very significant about this relationship. And your person knows this too, because they have this death card where they have been completely transformed in this relationship. They never expected to meet somebody like you and to have this happening to them. All right. But then I also got separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And so I don't know if you need to take a break and explore some other opportunities, or maybe just like, if you're in a conversation where you're like planning on melding ties, more resource ties together, it might be time to just kind of halt, especially if you're being tense in this and there is some conflict in some way. Wait a minute before you do this, all right? Because it's very possible that you might need a little bit of separation to kind of really sort out how this is. Maybe the relationship has been so consuming to the 2 of you that it's like you can't even think straight. So this is like a clusterfuck, Aries. It is. This is a lot going on. This energy between, and it's not just on your part, it's your person as well. It's them. But in some ways, like, your person is showing you your deficits. Okay. They're either mirroring you in some way. I'm seeing a lot of mirroring energy here. But it's mirroring, but the way that you express it and you show it is very different. So Aries, that's what I got for you. I wish the advice was a little more sound, and that I can't tell you what to do. This is your life, Aries. Like, go live your life, babe. Okay. But let me know if this resonated. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all of the jazz. And if this really resonated and you want to get some more insight on this, please consider booking me for a reading. I do offer those, and you can find more information in the link in the description, but it's also in the about channel, in the about of this channel. So I appreciate you, Aries, and all of your attention. Have a great day. Have a great month. Love you. Bye.